Monday! Hello everybody. Do you know what? It feels like the very first time that we're really getting back to normal because Mrs. Sardines has gone off to work, Millie Sardines has gone off to school for the first time ever in like 18 months. It's just wonderful. And so I think we really might be getting somewhere. But anyway, we need to keep it going. There's a survey on the go at the moment. Deadline is midnight tomorrow evening. So please don't be left behind. Jump onto the links below this video and get onto the survey. Answer that. If you do, you get a free 6-month free digital subscriptions given to you from Sardines magazine. If you've already done the survey from a past survey and you're in the middle of a 6-month digital subscription or whatever, we'll add, if you take part in this survey, whatever your circumstances and you're in the middle of a subscription, we'll add on 6 months digital subscription before it finishes, okay? So no one misses out, so give it a go. Give it a go, why don't you? It's all about confidence and where you are in your head as regards getting back into the rehearsal room, getting back into auditoriums, that kind of thing. How confident you are about seeing things again in the theatre, sitting next to people, all that kind of stuff. So it's very short, it's very easy, it's all anonymous, but you do need to leave your name just for the free subscription details so we know who you are. Okay, so that's it for now. What I'm going to do is read you, today is not related to any of that, so I'm just going to read some famous theatre quotes to you. These are the sort of things you might see posted on Facebook at one point or another, or you might look up and they're framed on people's walls. Famous quotes that mean something. They're all theatre related, but some of them are not necessarily solely exclusive to theatre. Okay? But the first one is, I was never on the side of the teachers at school, even though I put all the work into getting the main role in the end of year musical when I was 11. They didn't give it me, even though they knew I should have had it. That sort of drove me into Amdram and getting the main part in another production. And I did. Michael Socha, or Soccer, the actor, modern actor actually, he's been in all sorts of things. Like Being Human, about the werewolf, the ghost and the vampire. Do you remember that on the BBC? He's also been in This Is England and lots of things. He comes from up north. Let's keep going. Movies will make you famous. Television will make you rich, but theatre will make you good. That's a good quote, isn't it? From Terence Mann. He's an artistic director. I think he's based in America. So yeah, interesting. Bob Fosse, dancer, choreographer, actor, director. Live like you'll die tomorrow, work like you don't need the money, and dance like nobody's watching. Fantastic. From Steve Martin, the actor, comedian, musician. He's very good at the banjo. Did you know that about Steve Martin? Gives lessons and tutorials and videos on banjo playing. He says, be so good they can't ignore you. And that's all he says. Fantastic. Short quote there. George Bernard Shaw, playwright, critic. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. And that is so true, isn't it? How many times have we heard of people going down that slippery slope when they retire and when they stop doing everything? Stella Adler, actress. The play is not the words, it's in you, she says. Arthur Miller, playwright. Death of a Salesman, View from the Bridge, Speed the Plough, of course. The mission of the theatre, after all, is to change, to raise the consciousness of people to their human possibilities. Anton Chekhov, another playwright, of course. Cherry Orchard. You should feel a flow of joy because you are alive. Your body will feel full of life. That is what you must give from the stage. Your life, no less. That is art, to give all you have. And obviously that's translated quote from his Russian. Lin-Manuel, producer, director. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. You really have to ignore all the reasons not to do it and follow your heart. And then Tina Fey, actress, comedian. So this isn't just from people from years ago, from historical times. These people are from right up to the modern age, because Tina Fey's a modern actress, current actress. It will never be perfect, but perfect is overrated. Perfect is boring. Lin-Manuel Miranda, actor, singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, playwright, and of course creator of Hamilton, star of In the Heights at the King's Cross Theatre. Just goes on and on. He's a man of the moment. He is written loads of songs. He has as well. Moana, for instance. Unless you learn how to be in your head, you'll never learn how to create, he says. And Bernadette Peters, actress, singer. You've got to be original, because if you're like someone else, what do they need you for? What a great thing to say. What a great quote that is. That's one that belongs on the wall, isn't it? Uta Hagen, actress. This is another translation from her German tongue. Overcome the notion that you must be regular. It robs you of the chance to be extraordinary. Julie Andrews, nearly 80 years in the business. The arts make a bridge across this world in ways that nothing else can. Fantastic. And Rodgers and Hammerstein, of course, they wrote, didn't they, the Sound of Music? And here's a Rodgers and Hammerstein quote. First of all, Richard Rodgers, who was the composer that Andrew Lloyd Webber, of course, said if he hadn't composed as Andrew Lloyd Webber, he would have liked to have composed Richard Rodgers' tunes. There isn't anything I wanted to do that I haven't. At the same time, there isn't anything I've ever done that I didn't want to do better. And Oscar Hammerstein II, lyricist, librettist, producer, says, you've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? And you could quote many of his tunes, couldn't you? Many of his songs, many of his lyrics, rather. And be honest now, hands up. Who sang that? You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? And I'm resisting the urge to sing it now myself. So, and apart from that, singing that, who is saying all the quotes in the person's voice, or what they think the person sounds like in their head? So the next one, Stephen Sondheim, who's going to say this in their heads? Who's going to read this like the composer, lyricist Stephen Sondheim would do? Into the Woods, Sweeney Todd wrote the lyrics for West Side Story. Stephen Sondheim says, success is like failure. It's how you perceive it. It's what you do with it, not how you achieve it. Samuel Beckett, novelist, playwright, poet. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. Brilliant. Walt Disney, entrepreneur, animator, producer from America. First think, second dream, third believe, and finally dare. Carol Channing, actress, singer, dancer, comedian. Laughter is much more important than applause. Applause is almost a duty. Laughter is a reward. Noel Coward, one of the most quoted playwright, composers, director, actor, singers, and critic, one of the most quoted people in the world, and the wittiest, which is why he's quoted so much. He came up with, work hard, do the best you can, and don't ever lose faith in yourself, and take no notice of what other people say about you. Couldn't resist that, could he? Sonia Friedman, producer, says, don't accept that others know you better than you know yourself. And William Shakespeare, from the 16th century, I believe it is, playwright, poet, actor. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. And lastly, Sutton Foster, actress, singer, dancer, says, don't try to be anyone else but yourself, because you are singular and your greatest asset is your individuality. Fantastic. And if you want to stick any of those up on your wall or quote them to people today, stick them on Facebook, be my guest. They're famous public quotes anyway, so go for it. So that's it. Get onto the survey, as I say, by midnight tomorrow. That's when it closes. And there we are. Stay safe, stay well. We're back. See you later. Bye for now.